Every single week, God puts a new message in my heart. Sometimes it's inspired by a lot of my Zoom calls that I have throughout the week with people new to our community. Sometimes it's from people from our entrepreneurs inside the accelerator. But somehow it gets into my heart, and this week is no exception. I try to come up with something new by Sunday every week, but here we are Tuesday, and God really in the last 2 days has just been pouring this message into my heart that I want to share with you. So for the next 5, 6, 7 days, the topic in the community is going to be content, but never settle. And I think a lot of people have confused being content with where they are in their journey with settling for where they are in their journey. What I would tell you is never, ever, ever settle for less than God's best for your life. You know, anytime you go from a dream to a destiny, there's a process in between, and that's the mountain climb that we're on. And so there's going to be, you want to come to grips with your journey and be content with every stage, knowing that you're never going to have to settle for God's best if you keep moving forward. So that's the topic this week. I'm going to dig deep into it. I have an article inside of me that's starting to come out. I'm going to do a Zoom call with somebody from the community that really wants to talk about this subject. So if that's you, hit me up at gduran@canaglobal.com. I'm sorry, gduran@cana.global. There's no .com. I don't know why I said that. And if you want to be on the Zoom call this week, just let me know, and we'll make arrangements. But it's always interesting when we bring people in from the community that are experiencing this. And I can tell you, a lot of people I know are struggling with this concept of being content where they are on the journey, especially during the rough spots, when they're kind of getting beat up and they're not sure what to do. And then sometimes settling is lowering your expectation of what's possible. And worse, lowering your expectation of what God will do for you. Sometimes we see biblical promises in the Bible and we'll get really excited about them. But then when we don't see the results of those promises, or these promises don't manifest when we want them to, and it's really because we don't understand that even though God says yes to every promise, he wants to control the how and the when. And the how and the when is always how he's going to show you, how he's going to pull it off, and the when is he has perfect timing. Our timing is usually right now. So sometimes instead of being content, and when we're content, we actually have the peace of Jesus in our heart. You know, Jesus promises to give us his peace. And that's what happens when we're content. But it doesn't mean we're settling for less than the full manifestation of whatever promise you're believing for. So that's the topic. Expect an article, a Zoom call that we record from the community, and some comments. And you know, really what makes this community great is you guys actually, I always say, if you see something, say something. As you're reading through this, post in the community. Our community right now is much like a Facebook group, but over time we're going to add different features to it. And I think a lot of people, we have about 700-800 people in it right now, are going to go from a spectator mode into a full player mode. Remember, it's only players that can score points. So I'll see you this week inside the community. If you want to be on the Zoom call this week, shoot me an email and we'll make arrangements. And I just love you guys, and I love the journey that you're on. More than anything, for me, it's about helping you fulfill your God-planted dreams. So Gerald Duran, CanaGlobal, check it out.